Greetings, Super Friends. It's Enrico Nardini and Scott Pyle from 4Color Studios. We're here with video number 2 in our series on SuperSystem 4th edition and how to play it. And we are going to start off this video with a ranged attack.
Right, a lot of the action in SuperSystem takes place up close and personal with a super slugfest between models. However, there are many models in comics who blast away at range, and so we're going to show folks how to conduct a ranged attack in the game. Like a close combat attack, a ranged attack also costs 3 AP, and you do not pre-measure in the game. You sort of kind of have to guess the range, and different range bands can affect the attack by adding extra dice for the defender to get out of the way of the attack. The short range band is greater than 3 inches out to 15 inches, and that's where there are no modifiers at all. So in this demonstration here, we've got the unreleased Blue Monk, a super fig that hasn't yet seen the light of day. And we have a crossover miniaturist, Professor Evil, and he has a PhD in destruction, let me tell you.
I will be wary when crossing him, but I believe he has to be stopped.
Yes, he does. However, it is his turn, and he's the one who's going to be doing the stopping because he possesses an energy attack, which he is going to launch at the Blue Monk. Okay, so first, I've announced that I'm going to do a ranged attack. He's got plenty of AP, got 9 AP, so I'm going to spend 3 of it to do the ranged attack. And incidentally, after I do this ranged attack, I can spend the rest of my AP to move behind a building, or seek cover, or do something else, activate a diabolical device, whatever a Professor of Evil would do. Alright, so let's measure from base to base once again. It's about 10.5 inches, well within the short range band. So the Blue Monk will not get any additional dice to get out of the way of the attack. Professor Evil has 5 dice for his ranged attack. Now the ranged attack is based off of strike, so his strike is 5 dice. When you actually purchase the ranged attack power, what you're purchasing are the damage dice, which we'll get to in a moment should I hit Blue Monk. Blue Monk is going to use her dodge, since this is once again a physical attack. And Enrico, how many dodge dice does Blue Monk have?
Blue Monk has 6 dodge dice. She's pretty dodgy.
And she's super 1 on dodge, I believe, so that means she'll get a reroll.
Absolutely.
My strike is not super, so I've got 5 regular dice against your 6 super 1, so you'll get a reroll.
Let's hope I've banished the dice demons from the first video.
We'll see.
And I will hopefully be able to escape this attack.
We'll see.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's not too bad. You've got 3 rolls
I do
plus you get a reroll.
I will get a reroll because of my super.
Reroll one of those blanks.
Crap.
Well, I would have given it to you.
There we go.
There you go.
5. I'll take it.
Alright, I don't have to do some fancy die rolling here. Oh, gosh, I got 4, but not enough. The Blue Monk escapes.
Now, for the sake of the video, what would have happened if you would have gotten 6 and just carried over by 1?
Okay, just like with close combat attacks, if I would have gotten 6 and you would have gotten 5 on your defense, I would have just hit you, and I would have just rolled my base ranged attack damage. So let's carry that forward. I've bought 6 dice in the ranged attack power, and it's super 1, so I'll get a reroll on that. And so once again, we're saying that I hit the Blue Monk, beat her by 1, so I just have my base of 6 dice to roll. And you will roll your toughness, which is 4.
With no super.
No super. So I've got the advantage here.
I got 1.
I'm going to need it. Alright, not bad. I got 4. So 4 minus 1 is 3. You take 3 vitality loss, Blue Monk, and I get to roll knockback. Since range attacks are physical attacks that cause knockback, just like close-in blows.
If this was a mental attack, you wouldn't, though.
Right. Mental attacks, by their nature, do not normally cause knockback. So I've inflicted 3 vitality loss on you. That's 3 dice. This was super damage, so that actually adds 2 more, because it's just like as if it was super strength. So now I'm rolling a total of 5 knockback dice on the Blue Monk. Okay, and Blue Monk is, wow, okay, and I get a reroll on that because it was super. She is knocked back a total of 4 inches, which is going to take her right to the roof edge. I think she'll be fine now.
She will be knocked right to the roof edge.
Right.
Now, luckily for Blue Monk, she has instant stand, so she is not knocked over.
Excellent point. Instant stand is a very handy 1-point power that's been in almost every edition of the game. And it's great for those models who do get knocked back. They are never considered knocked down unless they want to be.
Scott, what if Blue Monk was blocked, still visible, but blocked by a piece of terrain.
There are two types of terrain in SuperSystem when it comes to resolving range attacks. There is soft and hard terrain, soft and hard cover, I should say. Soft cover just gives you 1 die. Hard cover gives you 2 dice. And we don't go by percentages or anything like that. If a little bit of your base has hard cover, you basically have hard cover. So you would get 2 extra dice to get out of the way of that attack.
One thing that's important to note about SuperSystem from a design standpoint is this idea of always adding dice. So instead of me being behind cover taking away dice from you, it adds dice to my defense roll.
Yeah, that's one of the philosophies I try to carry forward in all the rules I write. And my co-writer David Lewis and I have tried to keep that, preserve that throughout each iteration of the game, and now in this latest one, it continues on. I would rather give my, from a design standpoint, I'd rather that the model who's advantaged get extra dice than subtract from the model who's disadvantaged.
Well, since Blue Monk has instant stand, and I haven't been knocked out of the fight yet, I think I want to get a little bit of revenge.
Okay.
I'd like to do a super leap
All
and
right.
bring my energy pole arm down on Professor Evil.
Okay, that's understandable for what he's done to you. So now we'll say then it's your turn. Super Leap is a kind of charge where you roll your strength, and each goal you score allows you to leap 5 inches at a foe. So if you reach base contact with the foe, you would be able to make a close combat attack with him. I should say against him. So she's got 4 dice strength, and she has extra bounce of 2, which means she can get 2 rerolls on that.
The way I've been rolling, I may need them.
Yeah.
Let's hope these come up something besides blanks. That's better.
All right, that is 15 inches, and I think that's going to get her there. It was closed before when I knocked her back. Yes.
Yes, that is just within 14
right.
inches we're apart.
So now she needs to make her close combat attack against Professor Evil. He normally has a dodge of 3 because he is not really accustomed to being accosted physically. He's one of those evil mastermind types who thinks close combat is below him. However, he is being charged, so he gets an extra die for that. So I've got 4 dice. Blue Monk, your strike is 6 super 1, I believe. So yeah, there you go. So you're gonna get a reroll there. Should you need it, should you want it. You may want it, because I got very lucky.
I did pretty well myself. 2, 3, 4, 5, but you also have 5. It's all going to come down to this reroll.
Actually, well, let's see. Let's see your reroll.
I got it.
You got 6, and I got 5. All right, so you carried 1, so you would then add 2 to your you carried 1 die, which basically means you hit me. There's no extra dice from that. However, it was a charge, so you get to add 2 dice to your base strength plus weapon of 6. So you're going to be rolling 8 dice. And you got a reroll there, too. And my toughness is 4.
All right, I'm starting to get hot again.
Well, I did a decent job of trimming the damage a little bit. I got 4 there.
I've got 8 and whatever's on this reroll.
Oh, boy.
9, 10.
Ouch. Okay. Bad news for Professor Evil. The grades are in. He failed. Alright, so you got 10, I got 4. You do 6 vitality loss to him, so I would note that on his super sheet. Put 6 dice in your hand for knockback. But wait, it was super damage because of your weapon, so add 2 more dice for that. And you are rolling some serious knockback on this mastermind.
Here we go. A little bit of revenge for what happened to EgoBot.
And you get a reroll there because it was super.
6, 7, 1 reroll. 8. That should be enough to send him off that building.
It certainly does. There's probably only 2 or 3 inches there, so he goes careening off the building if he doesn't make his grab the edge check. And so that resolves that little encounter quite nicely in favor of the Blue Monk.
Folks, thanks for checking in on this video. There'll be more videos in this series. We hope you are enjoying them. And make sure you check out the SuperSystem 4th Edition Kickstarter.
Thank you.